Hello math learners, so for today's video we're going to discuss all about torque. So for more information about this lesson, watch this video till the end. So let us start. So let us define what is torque. So baka yan yata yung English ng pabo. torque torque. Joke lang. Okay, so if then we say torque, it is a measure of force that can cause an object to rotate about an axis. Just as force is what causes an object to accelerate in linear kinematics. Torque is what causes an object to acquire angular acceleration. Torque is a vector quantity and also called moment. So, add nyo na rin yan sa concept nung ina natin sa scalar and vector quantities kung natatandaan nyo. Diba, pag sabi natin scalar quantities, it does not care for direction, which we have speed and distance. While vector quantities, meron tayong displacement, velocity, acceleration, force, and also let's include torque. Kasi ang torque naman dyan is yung rotation. Sa force naman, meron tayong north, south, west, east, or north of east, or any other directions. Linear direction. Unlike torque, is either clockwise or counterclockwise. Okay, we have the formula of torque. The torque symbolizes of what we call this Greek letter tau. Okay, that equates to radius or radial vector times force sine theta. Pero depende rin kung saan siya with respect. Okay? Let's just say this is your lever arm and this is your hinge. Hinge kasi yun yung parang ano siya, yung pinag-switch ba? Something like that. And this is what we call the hinge. Ayan pala, signify. Yung hinge, parang halimbawa itong earphone ko, paano ba to? Binuksan ko siya, minsan meron siyang nabubuong rotation. Which is itong bukasan, which is yung nagkukos na bumukas siya, or sumara siya, bukas, sara. Parang dyan lang din sa hinge. Pwede rin maging perfect example ang pinto. Diba? The way you close it. Yung tradition na pinto, baka siya sabi yung sliding door. Hindi yon. Okay, so yan, yung mula dito hanggang dito, this is what we called the radial vector or radius. What causes an object to rotate? Which is force. Let's just say this is the, yung force niya pa slant. And yung angle with respect to the horizontal axis, yun yung theta. Okay? So, ngayon, ito yung force nyo, which meron tayong sine and cosine. Diba sa resultant vector natin, diba pagka may ganito, meron siyang y and x axis. Since ito, ipaproject nyo lang din naman yan. Ngayon, ano nag-cause na kanyang rotation? Ito po. Kasi ang concept nito is force is perpendicular to the radial distance. Okay? So, kung mula dito hanggang dito, ito yung R. Then, iikot siya counterclockwise. Kasi isip na tayo, like common sense ba? Parang, di ba pag tutulak nyo to, halimbawa, itong pen ko, gawin natin. Ito yung hinge ko. Pag dito ko tumulak, pag ganyan, kung makikita nyo sa camera ko dito, is umikot siya clockwise. Pag dito naman siya tumulak, magiging counterclockwise siya. Paano kung dito yung hinge? Kanina dito yung hinge, di ba? Paano kung dito? Ngayon, kung tutulak ko to, ito naman si counterclockwise. Yun sa camera ko. Then, pagkapaganto naman, doon na mabubuo si clockwise. Then, dito naman, paano kung dito yung hinge? Kung meron tutulak dito, this is counterclockwise. Then, pag dito naman ako nagpatulak ng pagganon, magiging counterclockwise. Depende kung nasan yung hinge. Okay? Or yung point. Let us set clockwise as positive and to conclude, we have into the page rather. Kasi inside di ba? Sorry, pa dito. Sorry, pa dito. Ayan, pa ganyan po. Then, meron tayong counterclockwise, which is negative. Diba, nag-set tayo clockwise, positive, otherwise, negative. Parang sa force lang yan. Yung sa x nyo, sinet nyo papunta sa east as positive. Kapag y naman, ay sinet nyo naman na positive is north. Parang ganun lang po yun. Pwede rin magbaliktad. Pwedeng mag-negative to, pwede mag-positive. It's up to you. Kasi yun lang din naman nalalabas. Pero most likely sa mga nag-aaral ng physics, sa mga engineering and sa ganito, most likely ang ginagawang positive is clockwise. And yung otherwise, negative. Pero pwede niya rin gawing positive si counterclockwise. It's up to you. And kapag counterclockwise, at is out of the page. Ganyan po yung ikot niya. Okay? Ano lang. Ang unit natin dito is Newton meter. So, it doesn't mean na Newton meter, hindi siya matatranslate as joule na gaya ng ginagawa natin sa work. Ang work kasi is parallel, that force is parallel to distance, while torque is perpendicular. Meaning, pag sabi natin perpendicular, it can form a 90-degree angle. Straight ahead. Okay, that the torque is equal to summation of torques. Ito ay kapag more than one ng forces. Okay, pwede natin gawing perfect example ang mga nagduduyan. Okay? So, always remember. Ayan, so by the way, ito, ganito yung itsura nung ginagawa nila, yung mga bat. Diba, ito nagkakos ng counterclockwise, tapos ito, kung counter to, clockwise to. Ganon, something like that. Okay, so tandaan lang natin ang resultant vector, that is our recap. Resultant vector with respect to x is equal to summation of forces due to x-axis and so does y. Example, yan lang po. Maring ito yung force nyo dito at force nyo dito, then parang tatranslate nyo, ano siya. So, para mas magandang ang concept, maglalaro tayo ulit. And let's go with solve problem number 1. If the force applied is perpendicular to the handle of the spanner as shown in the diagram, find the torque exerted by the force about the center of the knot and determine its rotation. Okay, sa part na to, hindi nyo talaga maintindihan to kasi kailangan nyo na figure. Kasi sabi rito, a force is applied perpendicular to the handle. Ayan, makikita nyo, ganyan siya, exactly. Ito yung hinge nyo. Okay? So, to do the moment, okay, yan yung force. Alam na natin yan. And this is your R. Okay, so, meron tayong ganyan. And, saan po natin nakuha yung 0.15 meter? Since 15 cm ang nakikita nyo dyan, you have to convert centimeter to meter, which is to divide in 100 centimeters. At ang matitira yung meter, yan lang. Or in short, move ka lang ng dalawa, ito na yun. Diba sa ating metric diagram, ba't namatay? Sa ating metric diagram, diba, ito yung meter nyo, ito yung deka, hekto, kilo, deci, centi, milli. Okay? Di ba mapapansin nyo dyan, since papunta dito, 1, 2, yung technique na tinuro ko nung second lesson natin ng Gen Physics. Okay, edi move nyo lang dalawa, and ito na yung makukuha nyo. Okay, to do the math, okay, tandaan nyo yung angle, ito lang po yun. Okay, yung angle niya. And we will got this one. Actually, kung tutusin, ano na siya, sa common sense na lang siya. Since ito lang na may perpendicular, pwede natin siyang iset as 1. Diba? Side 90 is 1. Ganun lang po. And we will have 0.375 Newton meter. Tandaan, hindi siya magiging joules kasi we're not preparing to work. Actually, yan din yung nasa isip ko dati yung senior high school ako, and as it turns out, magkaiba talaga sila. Yung torque, yan lang, cost rotation, and the work, which moves along the distance, with an object exerted a force along the distance. Ito naman, perpendicular to the radial vector, which causes an object to rotate. clockwise or counterclockwise. Yan. Actually, this lesson is introductory for static equilibrium. So, stay tuned. Okay, so yan. Counterclockwise, which we conclude that is out of the page. Yan. Diba? Yan lang po. Okay, next. Solve problem number 2. In figure shows 3 forces with its corresponding distance perpendicular to them. A. What is the sum of all torques and its rotation in Newton meter? Tanda natin, set natin si clockwise as positive, counterclockwise negative. What will be the amount of force 3 if the sum of torques is 10 Newton meter that rotates clockwise? So, ito po yung ating figure. Tanda natin, dito tayo mag-set ng hinge. Huwag na nyo napahirapan yung sarili nyo. Ito na yon. Okay, yan ang una natin solve. So, meron tayong ganyang formula na radial distance times the force sin theta. Kung meron tayong resultant force with respect to x and y axis, meron din tayong resultant moment or torque. Actually, torque is also called moment. Okay. Huwag kayo malilito kung moment or ano yung torque, parehas lang naman po ang term nila. Parehas lang. Moment or torque, parehas lang sila. Okay, so dito tayo nag-set. Gawin natin. So, ito, since nag-set tayo, counterclockwise is negative. So, ito. Di ba pag nag-rotate ka dyan, magiging counterclockwise siya. E di negative. So, kung mula dito hanggang dito sa hinge, meron kang 0.4 meters. Ang force mo is 19.6 Newton. Next, ito rin. Counterclockwise din. Ito na yon. Minus 0.2 yung distance nyo, then yung 9.8. Sin 90 is 1, kaya hindi na natin sinama yung sin theta. Next, ito naman. Pa dito, clockwise, so positive na siya. Which is to, using your calculator, meron tayong negative 8.33 Newton meter. Ang conclusion natin dyan, clockwise positive, counterclockwise negative. So, negative siya, and we conclude counterclockwise, which is out of the page. Okay? So, next, mayroon pa naman tayo isa pang problem eh. Yan, gaya lang note natin dito, the location of point where to start at point hinge. Ito yun. Summation of moment forces, gaya lang in-explain ko, ito lang yun. Or the resultant. Okay, solve natin to. Kunwari, while unknown ito. Kunwari, hindi siya 4.9. Kunwari lang. Ito ang nawawala nyo, which is your F3. Okay? Yeah, ito pala. Meron pala akong symbol. Sorry na. Nalagay ko pala. Okay, so yan. Tinakpan ko dito si F49. Ayan yun. So, meron tayong RF sin theta. Ayan lang din. And, sabi dito, meron tayong 10 Newton meter that rotates clockwise. So, pwede natin conclude that is positive. Kasi, clockwise siya. Ang clockwise natin na sinet is positive, di ba? Eh, kung negative ang sinet sa clockwise, negative to. Ganun lang. Next, itong part na to, ganun lang din dating gawi. Ginawa lang natin dito, nag-rotate ka ng counterclockwise, naging negative, counterclockwise, ayun lang din. Then, otherwise, since positive siya, meron tayong F3. Which is kung masosolve natin siya using your Calcutech, which is shift solve or derive nyo na lang, plus nyo ron, divide nyo sa 0.3. And meron tayong 66 Newton. Okay. Nakuha na natin, di ba? So, what if maglagay tayo ng special problem which is to determine the location of force R if the result of the system is 15 Newton meters rotates out of the page. Ito, medyo tricky to. Di ba, pag sabi natin out of the page, that is counterclockwise. Wala, nirephrase ko lang. Okay, halimbawa yan. Sabi location. So, sabihin natin nandito siya, ano yung X? Let's find out. So, dito naman, common sense na lang tayo. Wala naman tayong forces due to X. So, mag-summation of forces tayo due to Y. North, positive. Yan lang po. Di ba pag pababa naman is negative tayo, then pag positive, pataas. So, yan. And you will get
Ito kasi lipat nyo lang doon sa kabila, di ba? Add nyo lang. We have 34.3 Newton. Kaso ang hinahanap po natin dito is yung location, which is yung X. How we're going to do? Again, gamit tayo ng summation of torques. Diba? Pwede natin gawin yon. And meron tayong given na rotation, which is 15 Newton meter, rotates out of the page, meaning that rotates clockwise. Ito na yon. So, naging negative si 15. Dating gawi, lang po yon. Nice. Gano'n lang po. And ito, nagkakaway siya. At ito naman, umanon dito, meron kang negative. XR. Which is using shift solve, you will got, again, itong 34.3, sinasubstitute lang natin dito. And your X will be 0.194 meters. Hope everybody gets that. Ano lang, medyo tricky lang. Kailangan natin ng medyo logic. Logical thinking. Yan lang. Okay. Proceed tayo sa third problem. Tingnan natin kung gets natin yung dalawang nauna. So, ito yung figure. So, paano natin gagawin yan? So, ano bang given? Ano bang, A beam of negligible mass is attached to a wall by means of a hinge. Attached to the center of the beam is 400 Newton weight. A rope also helps to support this beam as shown in the diagram. What is the tension of the rope? Yung tension rope, ito yon. So, ngayon, gawa tayo ng conclusion. Kung sabihin, kung dito may pababa, mag-ano tayo ng pataas. Kasi most likely, ang tension force, pataas yan. So, it lifts the beam up. Diba? Nakahang siya dito. Ibig sabihin, pataas yan. Which is, meron kang T sin 40 and T cosine 40. Saan po nakuha yon? Ito lang po yon, which is ito yon. Diba? So, tandaan natin, meron tayong length dyan. At ito namang part na to is meron kang 400 Newton. So, kasi dito, diba, attached to the center. So, center siya. So, tandaan natin, ito yung point nyo. And tandaan nyo, half, since ano na nga siya, center, sabihin, half-half siya. Okay, so tandaan natin kung meron tayong papunta dito, meron ka dapat force papunta rito. So, sa hinge, didiscuss ko yan sa static equilibrium for more information. So, ngayon, for introductory, ang hinge natin, dapat meron tayong conclusion. Kung dito, meron papunta doon, meron tayo dito dapat, which is Fx. So, ang hinge naman natin is up or down siya, di ba? So, ibig sabihin, itong part na to, meron ka ding pababa. So, bakit pababa? Since may pataas dito. Gets yun. Okay, that's good. Gawin natin. Ito yung ating formula and we will get okay, so dito sa part na to kasi that is equilibrium. Okay, kasi dito sabi negligible mass is attached. So, ibig sabihin, if the beam, kailangan hindi siya mahuhulog or hindi siya masisira. Diba sabi, a rope also helps. So, ibig sabihin, gamit tayo ng analysis, itong part na to, ang goal dito, tumibay siya or maging stabilize. So, ibig sabihin, that is an equilibrium which all the forces has the sum of 0. Sabihin, itong part na to, walang dapat magkakaroon na rotation. Yung moment, yung resultant. Walang magiging rotation. Stable. Or naka-ano lang siya, naka-steady. Ganon. So, magigets naman natin sa next video. Okay, so ngayon, due equilibrium, and tandaan natin, that is clockwise rotation to be positive. Dito tayo nag-hinge, di ba? So, sabihin, yan yung starting point natin. Which is itong part na to, magiging 0 yun, di ba? So, once we moment at the particular point, the distance of that force is automatically equal to 0 meter. Or, di ba, ang tawag natin dito, parang dito sa part na to, meron yung distance. Mula dito hanggang dito, 0. So, wala namang radial vector, so 0. Common sense, wala tayo. Yung common sense, sabihin wala tayong fx saka fy. Baka ma-misinterpret ako. Okay, so, pwede nyo naman siya ilagay, yung fy, since perpendicular naman siya sa radial vector, fy sine 0 is equal to, sine 90 fy times 0, since yung distance nyo, 0. Ayan lang po. So, itong part na to, yung 400, ito yun, nagkaroon ka ng clockwise direction, so positive. Then, ito naman, negative, since clockwise direction. Mula dito hanggang dito, that is L, and we have 0.5 L, itong part na to. Diba, nag-ano ka? Yung L, saan ba natin magagamit yan? Hindi dalawang variable unknown yan. Which is hindi. Pwede natin siya i-cancel, so naka 0 naman siya eh. 0 divided by L, 0 pa rin. So, pwede natin cancel si L. Diba, same naman sila eh. O, di ba? Ganyan yung nangyari. So, using shift solve or lipat natin ito sa kabila magiging positive. Then, itong part na to divide nyo sa sine 40 and we will got 311.40 Newton. O, di ba? Madali lang. Parang naglalaro lang tayo dito. Okay, so, if you get the lesson, so, you can try this on your own. So, saan nyo siya ilalagay? Kailangan kayo din kung saan nyo ilalagay yung tamang forces. Ito, relate lang siya sa ginawa natin dito. Kaso, iba lang yung kanyang tali. Kaso dito, ito na yung nakatali, ito naman yung nakaslant. So, paano gagawin natin siya? It's on your problem, it's your own problem to settle.
So, well done. So, hopefully, lahat ay meron natutunan sa ating videos for today. And this is again the introductory lesson for our next lesson about static equilibrium to be discussed in my next video. So, thanks for watching and see you in my next video.